Happy Saturday, guys. Welcome to another FilmSpeak live Saturday Q&A. Oh, I am, of course, one of your hosts, Griffin Schiller, and I like to be joined by Tyler Tompkins on these shows. He sometimes shows up, and when he does, it makes them even better. So I am today joined by the Tyler Tompkins. Tyler, how's it going?
Good, man. I don't know if it makes them better. Probably makes them worse. Everyone's like, oh, crap.
Dude, you have no idea.
Crap.
There's a fan base for you. There is a fan base for you in the chat. And every time you're not on, I don't know, one of the live streams I'm doing, everyone's like, well, where's Tyler? And I'm like, well, the guy's got a life. The guy, I don't know. He's up.
Yeah, it's actually been a pretty busy summer for me. Surprisingly, I didn't think it would be, but I'm happy about that. I'm glad to be here, though, today because a lot has happened the past couple of weeks, too. Like, in terms of movie news and just things happening in the world of movies, it's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. See, look, you got Jordan Morgan in here saying the Tyler fan base is very strong. I mean, it's in there. But then you have George in here saying I'm staunchy anti-Tyler.
I knew it.
Listen, guys. So during these live streams, it's very casual, very laid back, very different from our film forum that we do during the week. But we take the time to answer your live questions. So start sending them into the chat here, and we'll try and get to as many as possible. But if you want to make sure that your question does get answered, the super chat option is available to you, but it is not required. But we do appreciate it because it helps support the channel. All right. Well, first of all, what have you been up to? Because I mean, it's been a while since I've just talked with you in general. So let's take the time to just like how, because you had like your brother come into town or something like that?
So they came. My brother and cousin came last week or almost over a week ago. They were for like 8 days. So we were kind of constantly doing stuff 24/7. We got to watch a lot of movies. Thankfully, at night we kind of like just before bed always watch a movie or two. So I've been watching a lot of movies. Nothing like too new or anything. I know some stuff came out while they were here, but yeah, it's really hanging out with them and just trying to catch up on stuff. I watched the Umbrella Academy, the first season. I finished that yesterday.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I kind of powered through it because I heard season 2 was even better. So.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, the Umbrella Academy is one of the ones, the shows I just never finished on Netflix. I mean, part of it was probably because I was watching it while my roommates were watching it at the time, and it just didn't really interest me for whatever reason. And then they were saying like, it's okay, it's not that great. So I don't know, maybe it's one that I'll have to get back into. If you're saying it's good, and everyone's loving season 2, so I know. Maybe I don't know. Yes. But yeah, so that's well, and then you also watched The Tax Collector.
Oh my gosh, yeah, totally. Yeah, 2 days ago.
Yeah,
roommates invited me to go with them after work. It was cool. Like we were there. It was at the ArcLight. Kind of did it. Kind of a cool story. We were in line for concessions, and Shia was like 5 feet away from us. He each walked. You instantly recognized him by his voice. No, he was kind of talking to some people, but walked off. Kind of cool seeing him in person. But man, the movie, it was awful. It's a terrible movie.
Yeah,
people do not get excited for The Tax Collector. I'm sorry to say that because I love everyone involved, but it's just not a good movie.
I want to have you on either, I think probably Tuesday of next week on the Film Forum show, because I want to do like a proper review of it because I still haven't seen it yet. But I mean, I don't know. The trailers didn't really do much to hook me. It just felt like, the typical David Ayer sort of thing. So I don't know. Like
Shia, they're definitely using him to sell the movie. I think he was happy to be a part of it because he loves David Ayer, and that's great. I love both of them, but I don't know. His character's just kind of useless in the movie, and like the whole tattoo on his body was really overhyped. You don't really even see it.
Really?
So
what the hell? But he got it in real life. That's what blows my mind. I'm like, what was it worth doing that?
I mean, there's a scene where you can kind of see it, but like he's really not in the movie as much as you'd think he is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really disappointing.
Yeah, man, that sucks. Because I was like hoping that it would like be like a surprise or something like that.
Me too. Yeah. I hope Ayer gets back on track because he's talented. I mean, we've seen what he can do with End of Watch. Fury.
Yeah.
He wrote Training Day, so I don't know what's going on. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and actually, Kieran Langer just saying, did you guys like End of Watch?
Yeah, I loved it. Watch. I think it's fantastic. I think Fury is my favorite David Ayer, but Fury and End of Watch are both like two 10 out of 10s to me.
Yeah, I go back and forth between those two because Fury is such like that is such a dark and just grimy movie. You know, it's like super gosh, I'm trying to think. It's like really moody too. Like it's just there's never sunlight or anything. It's all just very like gray and like depressing and heavy.
And you're hanging out like this is not really. I don't know if I call it negative, but you're hanging out with a bunch of dudes the whole time. You know what I mean? Like I think there's one female in the movie, and that's like one of the best parts of the movie. But it's just like, man, you just feel dirty when watching it. You know?
You really do. You do feel dirty. That's a great way of putting it. But it's really good. I mean, it's what he does best, which he does those like brothers in arms sort of like movies really, really well. Yeah, but no, End of Watch is phenomenal.
It's great.
But you are not looking forward to David Ayer's Suicide Squad cut, basically, is what I'm hearing.
I don't care for a cut of that movie. I don't care. I just don't. No.
I mean, listen, it'd be cool if it happened. I'm all for it, but like, I don't think
I'd watch it.
Yeah, I don't think it would fix the movie. I think a lot of the problems stem back to the fact that he just didn't have time to make that movie. Like, he didn't have time to write a good script. You know, it was under a time crunch, and I don't know. Because did you see the page that he like leaked or whatever online? What was like an interaction with Jared Leto's Joker and like Enchantress or something like that. God, the dialogue was not good. It was really bad.
I'm not. Who knows if it'll ever see the light of day? But I don't really think it'd be any better than what we got.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I have watched a couple of really good movies lately. One not so great movie though. And actually, you saw Yes God Yes back at South by, right?
Yeah, all of us did. It finally came out, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm so happy. It's so good.
It took over a year for it to come out. That's a great movie.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know how many of you guys watching have seen Yes God Yes, but we can't recommend it enough. Especially the main guy that Natalia Dyer is like having like, you know, sexual feelings towards. That guy, when Zach Pope and I saw that film, we walked out and we're like, why was that Tyler? Like, why?
I remember that. I need to rewatch it because I can't really remember that guy too much. I need to rewatch that. I remember.
It was
that
like
now.
It was just like the way he would like go around, just like say. It was so funny. It was so funny.
Man,
but
I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I didn't know was, did you know that the arm hair on his arms was like prosthetic? Like they glued it to his arms.
Did not know that.
Real.
Yeah, did not know that.
It's so weird, but yeah. So I watched that again recently. Calm with Horses and the Shadow of Violence, which I've been like raving to you all about. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if it's on VOD right now. It might just be
September 1st. I looked it up. Yeah, it says in theaters now. I'm just like, what?
What the hell? Okay, so if it is playing at a drive-in near you, go see that. But and then man, She Dies Tomorrow. Oof. What? I don't get where all that hype is coming from. It's not good. It's not good.
I believe you. I actually believe you because man, I'll say this. I haven't seen Palm Springs yet or King of Staten Island. I do think those two are going to be good, but man, majority of these movies coming out that people are hyping up, they're just really not good. I think people are just kind of like liking them because it's something new, you know? So I feel like She Dies Tomorrow is probably the product of that. It's like, oh, it's something new, so it's art housey, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Well, it got like rave reviews out of Sundance, and I just didn't understand. Like just having seen it now, like I was really excited to see it, and I was like, oh, interesting concept. Let's see where it goes with it. And then also, you know, just it being like sort of like a horror film. It's not a horror film. Like I just, it was really not good at all. I just sucks. Anyways, okay, moving on to some of the questions.
This is really random. I meant to text this to you, but I'll let everyone else know, I guess. You know the studio that produced Paddington, I forgot the name of it, but the Secret Garden movie they produced?
Yeah, that's coming out.
It's coming out on VOD, dude.
Yeah, so weird. I got like an email for that like a couple of weeks ago, sort of like just saying like, hey, the Secret Garden's coming out with Colin Firth, and I'm like,
it's kind of exciting.
What?
It's weird, but I wanted to see it. It looked kind of good.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be cute. I mean, it's a story that many of us. I don't know. Do you know the story of the Secret Garden?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's one of those ones that's like, oh, it'll be cool to see kind of like a new adaptation for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. I'm not expecting much, but maybe that'll help the film. But Okay, so Kieran Grudging's asking, due to the fact that we have so many delays until next year, could we see there being a lot of box office showdowns between blockbusters? I think 2021 Ultimate is really just going to be like it's going to be a showdown just because of how many movies have been pushed back to next year. I mean, granted, a lot of movies have vacated 2021 to like 2022 and stuff like that. But like all the movies that were supposed to come out this year, the big ones that have moved to next year are probably competing with another big movie that was already set to come out in 2021. So I agree with you. I think that we'll see a lot of showdowns.
Yeah, I expect there also to be even more like release date changes will probably happen again. I don't think a lot of movies are going to stick. I think some will probably get nervous like a few months before and shift later into the year or something. Yeah,
that's true. I think there will be a lot of as momentum starts building up for certain films, I think studios will take into account, okay, are we really going to perform well here, or is it just such a crowded market that we're better off pushing it like delaying it later down the road or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to think about. Actually, the whole just like the theater thing, like how that's the entire box office, like what that's going to be like. That's really fascinating because, I mean, drive-ins are basically keeping the theatrical experience afloat right now.
Yeah, they are. I wonder if some will stick around too when theaters finally open again, because I'm sure there's going to be those people who are scared to go to the actual theater and want to continue going to the drive-in. So, well, I hope they stick around. They're fun. I mean, I prefer the regular movie theater, but
right. But how was like the experience overall, like going to the drive-in to see the movie? Like,
so I went to a drive-in with my brother and cousin at the Rose Bowl. It was the Tribeca Film Festival sponsored by them, and it was only running for a month. That was a phenomenal drive-in because it was like an actual screen. There wasn't a projector, so it was super HD.
Okay. Yeah.
High quality sound, just great. But the one I went to see the Tax Collector was like old school, classic drive-in. It was all right. Like the projection onto the screen was kind of dark. Kind of annoyed me a little bit. And the sound, like when we had to tune our radio at that specific drive-in, there was a lot of like reverb and like, I don't know, it just wasn't the best. You couldn't really understand what people were saying some of the time. So I probably won't ever go back to that drive-in, but overall it's fun. Like it's a fun experience.
Okay.
You should do it at least once.
Yeah. I mean, like I've done drive-ins before in the past where it was like, we saw, I don't even remember. It was like some sort of double feature, but they are fun. I mean, you always got to make sure you got to get a good spot because like
so early.
That more than anything, it really does depend on like where your car is because but did you guys like flip your car around and then sit out in the back of, like on the trunk of the car to see the screen, or did you just stay in the car?
Yeah, actually both times we just regular in the seats. We thought about kind of flipping the car around, but we just to us it made more sense just to kind of like sit where we were. It's more comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. No, I get that. And and then the sound coming through the radio, that's always been like, it's not the greatest. It's like that makes you miss that theatrical sound.
It does. Yeah, like Tribeca, like I said, it was okay because they had it like it was super HD. You could stream it off your phone, like no problems whatsoever. But the actual radio, like, it's all right.
Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, no, you bring up a good point about like, how long are they going to stay? Well, I mean, drive-ins have always been around, but like, are they going to have even more of a resurgence once like theaters reopen? Like, will people still be going to them? I think it might be an interesting thing where they make a comeback and they stay around for like a really long time because people don't want to go to the theaters, at least until there's a vaccine or something.
Yeah, it'd be cool, especially for like scary movies in October.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
So I hope they do stick around.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Landon Peterson asking favorite of the Cornetto trilogy. What do you got?
Man, I haven't seen the Cornetto trilogy in a long time. I want to say Hot Fuzz, but I love The World's End. That's one of the biggest shocks like ever going to a theater. I knew nothing about that movie and I really liked it. So I'd probably go Hot Fuzz though.
Yeah, I'd go Hot Fuzz. I mean, Hot Fuzz is just like, that is just like movie. One hell of a film. It's so funny. It's so violent. But I don't know. To me, it was like they took the shtick of what worked in Shaun of the Dead, but they kind of just like made it a little bit better. And then I don't know. The World's End for me was good, but it wasn't nearly as funny as the previous two.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like I said, it's different. I didn't know what it was about when I went in. I thought it was just, I knew nothing. So seeing like the big, I guess there's kind of a twist. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't know, and I guess in a weird way, it sort of reminded me of This Is the End, like because it came out around the same time, and it was like
the same year.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought so too, I was. Yeah, I don't know. I just got like shit. Even though they're like very different movies, very very different senses of humor, doing different things. There was a little bit of overlap. Maybe it was the marketing. I have no idea, but yeah, that's sort of what happened when I was like seeking that one out and whatnot. But okay, LA Bruce Wayne. Thank God Tyler is here. He is the best. Well, he is better than me. So there's that. Film suck. This always gets asked every week, but Tyler, will you ever make a return to YouTube? I used to watch your videos all the time.
Probably not, but I come on here a lot, so
exactly.
Catch me on this channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Show.
Just stick around for the live shows on here. He might make another Harry Potter video essay, but that'll be about it.
Yeah, yeah. Anything
the
Harry Potter.
The Hook video essay. Go look that up.
Classic.
It's some of Tyler's best
My
work.
best work.
It might actually be his best work.
Yeah.
Wait, you took down all the videos, right?
Do what? Oh yeah, I
videos.
did. Yeah, for the most part. There's only like 3 or 4, but I kept that one because it's probably the hardest I've ever worked on one. It's really not great, but I remember like being so proud of it when I watched it.
It is pretty good. Like it's. I mean, for someone who like, because you don't know any like how to do like stuff in After Effects or like graphic savvy, but it's like there's pace to it. You change things up. It's great narration. It's well written. So it's like I think it's a really compelling argument for like why you love Hook. So
thank you.
Yeah, so it's good. Jay Camacho asking, hey, what are your thoughts on the Black is King Beyonce film on Disney Plus? Good or over the top? I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. No, yeah, like a week ago was the first I heard of it because I saw a billboard here in LA of it. I was like, what is that? I thought it was like a nature documentary at first because it was like it showed like the planet Earth or something, but no, I haven't seen it. I probably won't watch it either because I don't really like album movies. So
yeah, visual
really
albums are. Yeah, no, I agree. They're I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that I've seen before that
I haven't seen Hamilton yet, man.
Oh well, yeah, that's probably the first thing you're watching on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I will say I liked Lemonade, like the last one or I don't know if that was the last one she did, but like the Beyonce obviously like visual album. I thought that one was really good. I don't know. I don't really have an interest in checking it out. Isn't it just the same album that she released for The Lion King last year, but it's like they put visuals to it?
I think so. Yeah. To me, it's really strange that they released this on Disney Plus. It doesn't really seem like really anything, or it doesn't seem like something people who subscribe to that platform we're going to watch. I don't know. Like Netflix makes more sense to me.
I agree with that.
Or Amazon Prime. Because I think Childish Gambino did that. Guava Island was that?
Oh
what it was called?
that one was
on Prime.
good. Yeah,
that was I didn't see that one. Was kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's a weird project to drop on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I that's what I'm saying. I think literally the only reason it did drop on there was because it was like tied in to the live action Lion King that came out last year. So it's like they had no choice but to, excuse me. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Josephine DeMarco. Hey, Tyler, question for you. What is your favorite film discovery of the year? In other words, a movie you never saw that you saw for the first time and loved.
Man, yeah. Oh, man.
I don't know if I even
like of this year or like any
year. Yeah, this year. Oh, you know what? Of this year, I would say. Yeah. Do you have one?
You go. No, I gotta think. Okay. I gotta think for a minute.
Honestly, I keep going back to this. Lahane. I had no idea what the hell to expect out of that, but then one of our viewers, Shift YSL or Ethan, he recommended it to us, and it was like. I mean, I was riveted by it the whole time, and so it's like I can't stop singing the praises of that film now, and it's one of those ones that I think I'm going to like continue to recommend to people. So that one was like amazing, just because I knew nothing about it. So yeah, I don't know. And then the other one would be The Shadow of Violence, the one that I just saw, just because. I mean, granted, it's a new film, so it's like it's a discovery, but. You know, it's a new film coming out, so you're probably going to watch it. Another one that I had no idea like what to expect. The only thing I knew was Barry Keoghan was in it. I didn't know who Cosmo Jarvis was before that film, but now all I want to see is Cosmo Jarvis in more movies. And so, and now that film is like my favorite movie of the year. So it's those two would probably be the two biggest ones for me.
Yeah, in terms of movies, okay, so an older movie I saw that I didn't expect that I would love is a movie called Holy Motors. It's a really weird movie, super weird movie. I watched it right before the pandemic happened, like literally the day that everything closed. So that was a really good one. A newer movie this year, probably Possessor. I didn't think it would be as good as it was.
That one.
Moving away.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
I don't really know if that counts, but and then TV shows. This is probably the biggest one, man. Normal People on Hulu. That's still one of the best things I've seen all year, man.
Your guy got a nomination for that.
He did, but like the girl didn't. He deserved it. He was the best part of the show, but the girl didn't, man. The Emmy nominations, don't even get me started. They were trash this year, man.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. I mean, we've talked about Emmy nominations earlier on in the week, but you weren't a fan of it.
No, man, it was too all over the place, which is a weird complaint, but it in a bad way. Like, it just felt like they tried to recognize like as many shows as possible and just nominated stuff for random categories. I don't know. I like The Mandalorian being nominated. Give me a break. Like,
that was so dumb.
That's so dumb. That's all you need to know. When you see that, that's all you need to know. Like how bad they look, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, that one was bad.
The acting, no one from Better Call, like
you can attest.
Bob Odenkirk, Rhea Seehorn, like, come on.
Well, that's the thing is that like, so I am not a Breaking Bad guy. I don't watch Better Call Saul or any of that stuff. But the consensus that I'm getting is that Rhea should have been nominated, and it's like
winning, dude.
I know she's been like snubbed basically every single year.
Yeah, dude, and the guy who played I know you didn't see the new season of Ozark, but like the guy who played Wendy's brother. I forgot his name, the actor, but like, dude, he should be winning like best supporting actor. Like that's still one of the best TV performances of the year. It's insane. They were just really bad. And then Euphoria, I know you were mad at like, holy crap,
what the hell was up?
To me, that was a shoo-in. To me, that was like, oh yeah,
dude,
this is totally gonna be.
Yeah, like what? How did that not? Euphoria is literally perfect. How did Zendaya? How is she the only one to get like? I'm glad she got nominated.
Oh, me too.
I mean, Hunter Schafer was phenomenal in that. Oh god, I'm blanking on some of the other cast members, but like, I don't know. And the show not getting nominated for best like drama series is it's stupid. It's just flat out stupid. There's no reason.
And then a lot of people, I don't watch it, but a lot of people, I think we're rightfully so angry that Mr. Robot didn't get nominated, like Rami. Like I've seen the first couple seasons; those are great. But the final season got great reviews, but it didn't get. I don't think it got anything. Like no acting.
It didn't have any buzz, man. I didn't even hear like anything when the final season came out. It was just sort of like, yeah. So I mean, that's probably why. The weird thing to me was that the Mandalorian didn't campaign. Like it didn't even. Disney didn't dump a lot of money into like. We're going to win a whole bunch of Emmys this year. The Television Academy just literally watched it. Like they were just like, oh yeah, we're going to nominate that. And it might be a case of like, it was the technical choice, So maybe that was why, because it is technically impressive. Like it 100% deserves all the like below the line accolades that it was getting, but best original drama, like come on, I can think of at least like 3 other shows. Like The Morning Show, I'd probably put over it if we're being honest.
No, and I liked, me, I'm a huge Succession fan. Like to me, it's one of the best shows on HBO. Possibly, yeah. I mean, it's up there. It's a great show, but dude, like, I feel like it got too many nominations. Like so many cast members were nominated. I mean, they're all phenomenal, but it's just like it was almost overkill,
No, I know. I mean, there was a lot of Succession love. I think. I mean, it was.
I feel like it's gonna win. Like,
it probably will. Oh, it has to. Yeah,
I don't know. It's a great show, but like it's just almost like, man, it's so random.
Yeah, no, for sure. Anyways, the Emmys are frustrating this year.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I think that for the most part they did get it right, but like also there are those.
It's just like the random one, like just the random nominations were just too like extreme, and like they just left off some super great people. It just made it was weird.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Got a couple super chats in here. Thanks so much, guys. Guys, if you do want your question answered immediately, feel free to send in a super chat. It does help out the channel, supports us, and we can just talk about your question for like another 15 minutes or so. So yeah, if you want that, if you want an answer immediately, the super chat is available to you. Thank you so much, Tyler, for sending this in. Thoughts on director Mark Forster? Underrated in my opinion. I agree with you. I actually like Mark Forster quite a bit, because as opposed to probably 90% of you in the chat, I actually like Quantum of Solace. I don't think it's a bad movie, and I think when you look at what like Mark Forster's original sort of like vision for what he was trying to do with that movie was before the writer's strike happened. I mean, it was really like on the pulse of what was going on in the world at that time. I still think it's like really relevant to like that era of our time here, the global politics of the world and stuff. And I think it's a beautiful epilogue to Casino Royale. Yeah, okay, you can nitpick the action to pieces. It really isn't that bad, but if you really want to go for it, yeah, sure. It was using a whole lot of shaky cam, a lot of quick cuts. Yes, there was an extra in the background who was pretending to sweep a floor or whatever, and the broom wasn't actually on the floor. Yeah, you can nitpick stuff like that, but ultimately, I don't know. I thought it, like, when the emotions came to play and the characters came to play, it was beautiful. In terms of other Mark Forster films, that Christopher Robin film, I actually think is pretty good. Did you like that?
That was quite underrated. Yeah, I was going to bring that up. He's a pretty underrated director. Like, I love World War Z. I think that's a really good movie.
Yeah, I mean, Stranger Than Fiction.
Yeah, I was going to say
that one. That is a phenomenal film. Yeah,
that's a great movie. And then Finding Neverland is all. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I know it's good. What's the other one?
Monsters Ball.
Yeah, Monsters Ball is pretty. It's kind of a weird movie, but I like it.
It is a weird movie. It has it's just a weird movie because it has that iconic sex scene, and it's like a really weird sex scene. It's like,
I was like, oh man.
It's bizarre, but no, I think he is underrated, and he gets a bad rap because of World War Z and Quantum of Solace, but he's good. Like, I don't think he's bad. There was another one that he did recently that I actually let's see. Well, did you see Hand of God? That was a series.
No, never watched it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I guess I was thinking of Christopher Robin, but yeah, no, I like him. I actually like him quite a bit. So, sue me. Okay, super chat here from Ganye1. Thank you so much, man. Which wishful scenario would you guys find most appealing? Director of Dark / Netflix to do a sequel to Inception. Director of Mission Impossible Fallout to do a Star Wars movie. Director of Parasite to do a new Bond film. Very interesting question. Oh man, I don't know.
I would like all three of those. That's a very good question. I like all three of those picks, but absolutely the Dark Netflix do a sequel to Inception. 100%. Dark. I still haven't seen season 3 yet because I'm rewatching the show.
I haven't either.
I'm rewatching it because you have to for that show, but it's like Netflix's second best show. I love Stranger Things, but like Dark is so good, and it's so like their use of time travel is so good, and it's man, really talented group of writers and directors, man, to be able to do that so quickly.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Isn't Dark like the German Stranger Things? That's kind of how like you had originally pitched it to me when you first started watching it.
Yeah, it kind of is. There's no creatures or anything in it, but it's just all time travel, and it's just so genius. Yeah. It's so genius. It's a great show.
Yeah, I honestly, I think I do agree with you. Like each of those would be a very interesting project. Like a Bong Joon-ho Bond film would be
cool.
Weird. It'd be so out there, And then like Macquarie doing Star Wars would be. I mean, Macquarie is a very capable director, and he knows how to handle action, obviously, and he's a great screenwriter too. So like I could see like another like Rian Johnson sort of Star Wars thing. Obviously not. I mean, it would be probably like a self-contained movie, so it wouldn't have the problem of,
it's so funny,
falling into the territory Rian Johnson did. But yeah,
like I feel like if this was like 5 years ago, I would probably pick Macquarie doing or Star Wars, But like, I'm just so
I'm so burnt out of Star Wars.
Like the only thing that interests me is like if it was like Solo tip, like, oh sweet, but anything else, I just don't really care. I'm like, okay, I'll go see it, but I'm not as excited as I should be, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Keshav Batra with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. Do you think a sequel to Tropic Thunder could be made today? If so, who else could you see in the movie? I see Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. I
think a sequel could be made. I don't think it'd be as good as the
original. Yeah, for sure. I mean, like Tropic Thunder as is like already a pretty like it tiptoes that line, and it does
even without
beautifully.
RDJ's like character, it's still very like just the whole movie's like whoa.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Which is great. I love it. Like I love that movie.
I think the problem is like people today who are just now discovering they sort of miss the point of like what he was doing with that character. You know, it was like because like, I mean, my God, trust us. If it was offensive, he would not have gotten nominated for an actor for best supporting actor back in 2008. That just wouldn't have happened. Like it's not that far gone. So I think you just got to look at, I don't know. It's I think it could be made. I think if they did it with Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart, it would be very sanitized. It wouldn't be nearly as clever or funny, you know?
I want the same cast.
Yeah.
Especially Tom Cruise. Like you gotta get Tom Cruise back.
Well, that's the thing. I think that if you do a sequel, it has to be centered around less Gross. Fuck, I can't say his name. Is it Les or Lex?
Les Grossman, yeah. Yes,
Les Grossman. I think that's the avenue you want to go. And everyone has been wanting like a Les Grossman movie. I think that character, oh my God.
He should have been nominated, dude.
Honestly, RDJ was nominated. He should have nominated Cruise.
Yeah, like 100%.
Holy crap. I was rewatching that the other day, and the part where Flaming Dragon, they have Ben Stiller held captive, and he calls him on the phone. He's like, "Oh, okay, Flaming Dragon, fuckface. Why don't you take a step back and literally fuck your own face?" That whole like delivery in the monologue is so. That might be like my favorite comedic monologue of all time. It is so fucking funny.
I need to rewatch it, dude. It's been a while.
Oh God, it's great. That in the opening with the fake trailers. That is.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
That's genius. It's so good. Satan's Alley, man. Satan's Alley. Oh so yeah, I love. Movie. Oh God, it's great. You know, I want Ben Stiller to do like another comedy again. You know, I want him to go back and do like another original comedy. Bring like some. I want him to be in it, of course. Man, I don't know. It's weird. Ben Stiller has been doing a lot of like documentary work, hasn't he, or something like that? Or
I don't know. I mean, I know he did Escape at Dannemora. That I think that may have been the last thing he did, that miniseries, which was awesome. But he's doing he's doing some action like for Lionsgate. He's doing like an action movie, I think, which I can't wait for.
What the heck? I mean, he's a great like he's capable of doing it, dude. But like
I was talking with Zach Pope, our friend, and like, dude, Ben Stiller and Jason Bateman, like. I want them to direct everything. Like they're two great directors.
Well, Jason Bateman's doing that heist movie for Netflix or something like that.
I know. Yeah, I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm no, that gets me excited. Well, and he's doing it with God, who's the guy from Simon Kinberg, I think, is who he's doing it with. So that's the part that gets me a little, but I don't know. I trust him enough. So let's see. All right. Surround 71 asking, "Hey Griffin, how you doing, man? What are your thoughts on Shazam? I think it's good, but not great. I'm kind of in the same camp as you. I enjoyed it the first time I saw it. I don't really have any like glaring issues with it. It's just kind of like I don't know. I don't ever really think about it, and I don't ever really have a desire to go back and watch it. What I did like was that it wasn't afraid to like get dark and brutal for like a family audience. I think a lot of family movies these days are afraid of like going places. But my gosh, you look at movies like The Goonies or excuse me, or like the Indiana Jones films. Those are family movies. But they're like, they treat the audience with respect, and that's always been the big thing for me is I miss that sort of brand of family adventure film. Like even the first couple Potter films, which are really like Chris Columbus is like truly like family movies that are geared towards that audience. They definitely fall into the same camp. I don't know. It's just, I think people are too afraid to show that sort of stuff these days to a younger audience, which is, I don't know. So I appreciated the fact that Shazam was willing to go there. I think it had a lot of heart. But again, I don't know. I don't really ever have a desire to watch it, I guess. I don't know. What about you?
No, I'm the same way. I just recently. Oh yeah. I recently watched a PG. Yeah, it was talking about family movies. Like I just watched, Burton's Beetlejuice and Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which also were both PG. And like, I miss, family movies being like dark like that.
Yeah.
Like, the film was good. I liked it a lot when I first saw it, but it's one that I think back on. I'm like, oh yeah, it was good, but nothing I want to like find myself wanting to rewatch all the time because it's a little cheesy,
Yeah.
And like I echo everything you said. Good movie, but
yeah,
nothing.
I mean, it's I don't know. I think part of it is that like I can't say that people really care about the character of Shazam. One of my good friends, Matt Draper, did a video essay on this, where he literally addressed that in the video that he made talking about Shazam did not perform as well as he was hoping, which is unfortunate because it was an excellently made video on Shazam, but it kind of like proved his thesis that no one really cares about Shazam. And I think that the movie also kind of proved that. Like it was a financial success for sure, but like no one talks about it. No one like really cares. Like it's like, oh, Zach Levi was fun, like the trailer was cute and everything, like, but like it doesn't really go much more than that. Like a film like BVS like has stayed in the conversation for years. It's just still in the conversation to the point where it does annoy some people, but yeah, I don't know. And like even Wonder Woman's still in the conversation. People still talk about Aquaman.
Anytime there's someone saying like rank your favorite DC movies, I always forget Shazam. Every time.
Yeah,
someone will say Shazam, I'm like, oh yeah, I would put, oh yeah, I forgot that was the thing.
Yeah. It really is just kind of like a hidden film there that it just sort of like came out and people were like, oh yeah, Shazam. And I was like,
exactly.
It's not bad, but yeah, no, I definitely don't yeah, it's not one that I gravitate towards. Zach Marsh here in the chat. Also, hey guys, it's the first of the month. Better time than any to join the Patreon, just like I did. Well, thank you, Zach, for joining. Really appreciate that. Yeah, guys. So we do have a Patreon that we launched a couple of weeks ago. Some of you have joined, and we really appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know if there's a link in the description or if it's just over on like the channel header or something like that, but it should just be patreon.com/filmspeak. You can head on over there. We've got like a $2 tier, $5 tier, $10, up to 30 basically. And if you join at the $5 tier, you actually do have a hand in the creation process of our film forum show. You get to suggest the topics that we talk about on there. And then also, you can you get an audio only version of that news show. I'm also posting like a couple of exclusive interviews over there soon. Give you guys updates on what I'm working on and a couple of other things. And then I think Zach actually just joined at the tier where you can guest on the show. So if you want to guest on this show, maybe that's something like once a month. Maybe that's something that interests you. But obviously, it's not a requirement, but it would be amazing if you guys like went over there, checked it out, and if it's something that you're willing to do and of interest, consider joining at one of the tiers we have. So, thank you, Zach, for joining again. I really appreciate this. Let's see. A lot of Star Wars talk. Okay, I'm curious to get your thoughts on this. Jay Camacho, Jennifer Lawrence should have been Rogue instead of Mystique.
I think she would have been good as Storm, but I think she's good as Mystique. I think she's good as Mystique. Oh wait, did I say Storm? Sorry, Rogue.
Yeah.
No, Rogue.
Rogue. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, Rogue.
Yeah, you're good.
I guess Storm too, but I like her as Mystique. I really do. I know she kind of phoned it in the last couple of movies, but I think like in like Days of Future Past, in First Class, like she was really good. I liked her as that character.
Yeah, I definitely I liked her as well as Mystique. I think she only really phoned it in for like Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix. Those are the only two, and they got rid of her like right off the bat in Dark Phoenix. Obviously,
yeah. I didn't really notice it too much in Apocalypse. I kind of like that movie, but Dark Phoenix, I think everyone was like. I don't think that's a terrible movie, but you can just tell like they wanted to just get it out. You know what I mean? Like just kind of like let's be done with this.
Yeah. Which I mean, I'm actually in the camp where I don't hate Dark Phoenix. I think it's perfectly watchable. It's not great, but it is like look. It at least does the Dark Phoenix storyline better than X-Men 3, which I think is actually awful. That is a terrible movie.
I don't mind that one either. I just like the X-Men. I like the X-Men. I like Origins Wolverine, dude. I'm a weirdo. I like the X-Men.
What Origins Wolverine? Okay, that might be.
I don't think it's as bad as people make. Like, it's kind of cheesy, but I don't think it's like awful. I think there's way worse, far worse.
Like what? What would you say is worse than Origins?
Dude, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance.
Okay, well, now you're talking about. Okay, now you are scraping the bottom of the barrel to find a movie that is worse than Origins, which is already like a step. Like, the only reason it's not the bottom of the barrel is because Hugh Jackman is in it. Oh,
I would say I like Origins Wolverine more than. I mean, these movies are bad too, but like Justice League and Suicide Squad for sure.
But that's not saying much. Like,
I know. I mean, maybe even more than BVS, man. Like, I don't know.
What? Well, okay. The Ultimate Edition.
I don't think the Ultimate Edition does much. I watched it. It's just 3 hours of like the same thing. But I don't hate that movie. I don't.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Oh man, interesting. Like I said, always bringing the hot takes. Okay, Mr. Movies asking, what is your favorite performance of all time?
I'd have to go with. I mean, I don't know favorite, but the best is Joaquin and Philip Seymour Hoffman, The Master. I think that's just the 2 best performances of all time.
That is really good. Yeah. Damn.
It's the best action movie like ever.
It really is. I always kind of gravitate towards Leo in The Departed. That was always like my.
I rewatched that recently. That's a great.
Oh! It's amazing. Yeah, it's.
I kind of got up. I was like, yeah, it's Marty's best movie. I was like, easy. And then I watched it with my brother and roommates. They're like, I don't know about that. I think that I'm like,
what?
No, it's his best movie, like 100%.
Yeah, no way, dude. It's freaking phenomenal. Like Mark Wahlberg is ridiculously good in that film.
Dude, he's really like. I was talking to them. I said everyone should have been nominated, but Mark being nominated is not a negative. He's so good in that movie.
Yeah,
he's great. He's great.
Yeah, no, he is. It's yeah, I don't know. It's one of those ones where it's like he's not in the movie a whole lot, and I think he comes in with the zingers and like people love him, but I don't think anyone thought he was going to get nominated because like Nicholson, Leo, and Damon are just so good. But it's like he winds up being the one getting nominated. And you're like, oh, that's
hilarious.
That's so funny. But I mean, I agree with you. It is. He's not bad in the movie. He's so good. There's not a single bad performance in it. I mean, like even Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen is great.
No, he's great, dude. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
Dude, he's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh gosh, when he gets thrown off the building. Oh my god.
I had forgotten about that. Yes. I hadn't seen it in a while. I was like, oh, and he lands right by Leo. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, this is amazing.
It gets broken. Honestly, if Blood Diamond didn't come out the same year that The Departed did, I think that Leo would have gotten a nomination. But it was because he had the 2 films. There was like both phenomenal performances, and I think they were leaning
great
more.
Too, man. Blood Diamond's great.
Oh, I know. I mean to rewatch that because I've been. There's like every couple of months I'm like, oh man, Blood Diamond. I got to rewatch that, and I never do. But I love that movie. 2006 was a good year. That was a good year.
Good. It was really good. You and I were talking like summer of 05, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Dude. Summer of 05 was really that's right because you had War of the Worlds. You had
Dark Knight, Revenge of the Sith, and then like later that year was like Narnia, Harry Potter and Goblet of Fire. Yeah, like dude, all these freaking great movies, man. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it's oh man, yeah, dude. Summer of 05. Oh, King Kong, that was the other one.
King Kong. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how do we forget about that? 05 was so good. 05 and 06 because 06 had Casino Royale, had The Departed, Blood Diamond. Shoot, there were
I know there's more.
Both of those years actually have some of my favorite movies.
No, maybe it was 05. Munich came out the same year as War of the Worlds, right? I think that came out the same year.
Yeah, it did. Really cool. Which is, oh my god, that's not. Which one came out first? Because I really hope that War of the Worlds came out first.
I'm pretty sure War came out first. They tried to probably do like an Oscar thing for Munich, which I guess I don't guess it didn't work. It should have. It was a great movie. Yeah.
Well, that's the one that a lot of people are like, oh, that should have won Best Picture that year.
Oh, so good, dude.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Okay, Eddie S asking, would you prefer to watch a movie like Tenet in an empty theater or a theater full of people, assuming it was safe? Do you have a preference?
I mean, I just want to see it in the theater. I don't care, but I guess I'd like to see it with people. I don't mind. It'd be fun. I'm sure it'll be, they'll have some rules and, there'll be social distancing or whatnot, but it'd be fun to see with people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't really care because I think with the Nolan movie, I'm less concerned about like the audience experience and more just like focused on what he's doing on screen, like experiencing that movie.
Yeah.
Like my singular experience watching that on like a massive IMAX screen with the sound and everything. I will still get the same I will still be hit with the same emotions that I'm hit with, if I'm watching with a crowd of people or if I'm watching by myself. That's just, I try and actually tune out everyone else when I'm watching like a Nolan movie like that. So, which I don't know.
Oh, go ahead. I was going to ask you, they said it's going to come out in over 80% or the theaters in the US or whatever, which is cool. You think it comes out in LA? You think they'll do it?
I don't know, man.
I go back and forth. I don't know.
I go back and forth. Yeah. I right now, no. But I also don't think it'll play at drive-ins either. I don't think
I wouldn't want to watch it at drive-in.
No,
I would not go watch it at drive-in. I would not do it.
If I had to, I would, but like I don't think they're gonna do that. I just think they're so focused on like big screens and everything like that. I don't know. I mean, maybe Warner Brothers does a thing on their lot where they're like, each day X amount of people can go in and see the film on their massive IMAX screen, but it's like you have to get tested, it's just like a whole bunch of precautions in order to do that. I don't know, but yeah, I can't actually see them. I don't know. Right now, I don't think it happens. I don't even think theaters reopen because they're supposed to reopen here when, like the 20. I have no
idea. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like the 28th or something like that. Like
I feel like you can't you have to open the theaters. I think at least a week or two before Tenet. I don't think that should be the first because people aren't going to get. You know what I mean? Like I think you should have 1 week of Unhinged or whatever should come out, which I can't wait for.
Are you're excited for that?
I can't wait for Unhinged. I cannot wait for Unhinged. But I think they should do that and then give like a week or two so that you can kind of ease people into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's what they're doing though. Like they are easing into like in Unhinged, I think is legitimately the first one coming out, and then like they're doing the Inception re-release, which Inception re-release is going to have the first trailer for Dune, a new trailer for Wonder Woman, exclusive Tenet footage, and then also like Nolan's going to have like some exclusive featurette for Inception that he that was made specifically for this like 10th anniversary re-release. So I don't know. Do you think that's enough to get people into theaters or anything?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps. I mean, I think the movie will do good. I just don't know how good. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't wait to see, like, it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. I really don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Yeah. Because this is like a huge test.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know. Are you going to go, if theaters are open and in any capacity, 100%. You're going to go see the Inception re-release?
Oh, I'm going the week the theater open. I don't care what's like. I'm going to go to the theater.
Dude,
I do not care what is there. You're going too, dude.
I know. I need to see Inception again on the big screen. It's my favorite movie of all time. I remember the first time I saw that in the theater and was just.
I've never seen it in IMAX. I hope they played in IMAX. I hope they do.
Dude, it was a religious experience for me. I'm like not even joking. I need to see it. So man, I'm going to be wearing my mask. I'm going to be hoping that everyone else is wearing their mask. I don't care if I suffocate in the middle of the movie, but it's
for Tenet, I'm getting like a big old thing of popcorn, dude.
Oh yeah, you're going to.
Don't even care, man.
It'll be like a celebration.
Yeah. Can't wait, dude.
Oh my gosh. Ian Ferry asking, what are your thoughts on the fact that the 2012 Lorax film had 70+ product tie-ins? I recently found this out and thought it was funny considering the movie's themes messages. That's hilarious. I had no idea, but
I think I've seen the Lorax. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it.
The Danny DeVito one? The one with the little,
I've seen More Than Here's a Who. I've seen that one, but not the Lorax, I don't think.
You know what I'll say is those Dr. Seuss animated films are so much better than what they're doing with the Illumination ones. Like the Illumination Grinch was Listen, it's probably Illumination's best film, but that's not saying
It is. I was going to say that, but it's not saying much.
It's not
Like
saying
it definitely
much.
was the best movie, and I was surprised that I kind of liked it, but it's still not like, I don't own it. I don't, I never want to rewatch it because the Jim Carrey one, we have the Jim Carrey one.
Oh my God.
And the old animated one. The old animated one's great too.
Yeah, well, both of those are good. Yeah, you can't even come close to topping that. But then you have this like Benedict Cumberbatch one, and I'm like, well, one, he's not really like, he's just more of a dick. Like he's not annoying.
I know.
Like, he's just like annoying. And so like, I don't know what they were doing. They tried to make it modern. It's like,
and Tyler the Creator was doing the music. Just like, what's going on? Like, what are we doing?
The Tyler the Creator music was great. It was so good.
Great, but it was just like, it's like, what are you, Illumination? Like, what are you doing? It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't hate that Lorax film. I will say it's
I bet it's great. Yeah, I've just never seen it.
I mean, I think Horton Hears a Who is better. Lorax is just, they tried to kind of replicate what they did there, but it wasn't nearly as good. But I don't know. I still prefer those over the Illumination films. Okay, 402 asking a movie where every character was a horrible person. Mine would be Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Do you have a...
Man, I know I do have an answer because I think there was one I watched recently where...
I know that I've like gotten mad at a movie because everyone is a horrible person. And I couldn't find any redeeming things. Yeah. I mean, recently, it just... going off of something I watched recently, not necessarily like the number one choice for this, but The Rental. Like I don't think anyone in that film is really like.
I haven't seen it yet.
They didn't have any redeeming qualities. They were all kind of shitty people. In
I
their
need to
own
see
way,
that movie, man, because I've seen some people who really liked it, and then some people who are just like, "This is really bad."
It's not bad. It's just like it's fine. But I don't know, a movie where everyone's a horrible person.
I know I have an answer. I feel like I just watched something recently within the past year or two.
Yeah, right.
The character was awful.
I know. I totally.
Knives Out.
That's true. Well, no, everyone except
everyone is kind of bad.
Yeah, everyone's except for Blanc and Ana de Armas's character. Yeah, everyone's a horrible person. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. Like, I mean, if we are talking about, I really didn't like anyone other than, Craig and Ana de Armas. Like, if they had been, they saved the movie for me. I didn't love that movie, but
yeah. Interesting. Okay, Kashav Batra asking, did you guys hear about the floating cinemas? What are your thoughts on this? Yeah, I did hear about that. They've sort of done that thing in Texas for like Jaws screenings in the water, and I think it's cool. I just think it's kind of like similar to like a drive-in basically. So it's like if you like that sort of experience, you're just on the water floating.
Yeah, I think it's like cool. I've never done it, but it'd be a cool one-time thing, I guess, to watch Jaws. But I would never want that to be like just floating around in the water. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be annoying because you constantly have to be like adjusting yourself to like if you're in I assume you'd be in a tube watching the movie. You'd have to like constantly be like paddling and making sure you don't like turn whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I think with certain films like water, like underwater horror movies, like Jaws, The Meg,
Waterworld.
Water. I mean, I guess that would be fun. This is not a horror movie, but yeah, Waterworld. Deep Blue Sea. Oh, dude, I just rewatched that.
I saw you did it. You kind of made me want to rewatch it, man.
Yeah, but it's not good. It's not good, dude.
That's why. Okay, it's like I remember. What's the guy's name? And my favorite character is the cook. What's his name?
Oh, LL Cool J.
LL Cool J, dude. I love that. I mean, it's so cheesy, but like, I love when he's like, in the oven, like running from that shark, whatever.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that was fun. Well, I mean, and like Samuel L. Jackson's death that
was great. Is the CG good. Really bad?
Oh, it's awful. Well, actually, what I'll say is when they're in like closed off areas and like they're using a practical shark to come in, it actually looks really good. I will say I was thoroughly impressed. But when they get out into the open water stuff and it's like that early CG fish like swimming around, oh god, it's so bad.
Dude,
it's like that Sharknado look.
I'm sorry, we're gonna spoil Deep Blue Sea, so cover your ears. But I hate the number one thing I hated about that movie is the girl. She dies at just out of nowhere.
It's
the
so
main
dumb.
girl.
It's so dumb.
Just like, oh my god, whatever, on brand, I guess, for this movie. But like, come on, like it was almost like actually really kind of like fun, like good, you know?
Oh yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
it's really stupid, but like I think it knows it's stupid, but at the same time, it's not the kind of stupid that I think is good. But yeah, no, she does die at the end. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, come on. I guess it makes sense because it's like it's all her fault that this whole thing is happening and like that the sharks are going out places and whatever. I mean, the whole concept of the movie is absurd. They're extracting like brain tissue from sharks to cure Alzheimer's. Like so stupid.
There's
But
like,
man,
there's like I think Deep Blue Sea 3. I probably never watched 2 or 3.
They had the sequels and the third one like just came out. Yeah.
I know, I was like, ugh,
Oh man, I don't know about that either. It's oh, that movie. And then what's his name is in that?
Thomas Jane in that movie?
Thomas Jane is the main guy. He was. I was watching it with my girlfriend, and she was saying, she's like, now pay attention to Thomas Jane. He literally slips and falls like every single time something is happening in the movie, and it's true. He'll be like he'll be like running out onto a deck, and he's like slipping and falling to get back. He'll be like trying to close a door, and he's like slipping to close the door. It's just like,
what a weird movie.
It's a weird movie, yeah. And I think it's like the only movie that Thomas Jane is in where he actually looks as short and small as he is in real life. You know?
Yeah. Was he good? Is he good in the movie? Like his performance?
I mean, he's solid? Like, it's Thomas Jane. Like it's just, you know, it's nothing like he didn't go like full 1922, but it was fine. I mean,
I miss those movies. I like movies just like on the water, like when like disaster, like, you know, shark movies and just like, I don't know. I like those kind of movies.
Like Jaws.
And I think I saw someone in the chat talked about like Poseidon. Like I love the Poseidon remake, bro. I don't care what people say. The one with Kurt Russell. I hate it. It's fun. Wait, is movie, that Kurt Russell? I thought it was Kurt Russell and Josh Lucas.
That's right, Josh. I remember Josh Lucas, but I didn't remember.
And Richard Dreyfuss is in it too, dude, from Jaws.
Okay, what the hell? I gotta look this up now.
That's a fun movie, dude. Like it's cheesy, but it's fun. I like
it's been a while. I mean, the first one, I think the original is just a better movie, just on principle. But like,
yeah, but I prefer the remake just because it's the first one I watched, and it's just fun. I don't know.
Holy shit, you're right. Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss, Kurt Russell, Josh Lucas. Oh my god, I forgot about this cast. I think I might.
It's good.
That was what the hell? Fergie's in it.
She's actually not. You know, it seems dumb, but she's actually not like she's not in it a lot, and she's not really her character's not bad because it's just really smart, so it's nothing too distracting.
I think I might watch that. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, okay, I forgot about that movie. When did that come out? 2006.
2006.
Those are the formative years for us. We always remember the films that came out in 05 and 06. Those are like the.
No, it was like very, very important.
Yeah. Damn, what was the other one like that I was trying to think of? That. Yeah, I mean, The Day After Tomorrow wasn't a water film, but for whatever reason, I think of Poseidon.
No, I do. I enjoy that one quite. Yeah. I love that movie actually.
Yeah. Okay, Kieran Grudging's asking, when cinemas reopen, what #1 film will you want to watch so you can have a proper cinema experience? Mine would be Tenet. I mean, I think if you take Tenet out of the equation, this becomes a more interesting question because obviously it's going to be Tenet because it's the first one coming out. But if Tenet is not available to you, what is the one that you go to?
So like any movie?
Well, I mean, like when cinemas reopen, what's the one movie that you want to like see, like to have?
I guess Top Gun. Can I say that or no? I mean, it comes out so far away. If we're talking this year,
yeah. I think let's keep it to 2020 films. It would have been Top Gun, but yeah,
I don't really know what else is coming. I guess like Tenet. I guess. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I know Dune's coming out. Wonder Woman, but I guess Tenet, yeah.
I
can't think of what else is coming out, man. Like big movies. Other than
No Time to Die.
West Side Story.
West Side Story too. Yeah. No Time to Die would be mine, just because I.
If that sticks, if that stays in 2020, then I would pick that probably even over Tenet. Probably even over Tenet too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good movie.
I think I might pick it over Tenet right now too, because at least with Tenet, it's like I kind of know what I'm getting. Like I don't know, I was so close to having the movie, and then it was taken from me, and so I'm just like, damn it. 402 saying everyone in Ready or Not were horrible people. Yes, thank you. That was the film that I was blanking
that's the one
on.
I was thinking.
Yeah, because I agree with you. Everyone outside of what's her face, Samara Weaving is a horrible person. Yeah, I completely agree. I didn't completely space on that one. But and then she's they go on to say the original Poseidon Adventure is great. Yeah, it is. The original Poseidon is great. Red Buttons is in that. That's a fun fun fact.
Hey, I was going to ask, this is random. I guess we can kind of touch on it a little bit. We talked about it briefly. Are you surprised that TIFF is still happening?
Oh man, yeah. I'm not. Only because Canada has their shit together, but
I think about that.
I think well, look, I'm not surprised that they're doing a virtual festival. Let's put it that way. It's going to be like part virtual, part like in person sort of thing. So if you are like Canadian press, I think you'll luck out there. But the thing that like I kind of struggle with is they're doing a virtual festival, but they're limiting the amount of press that can go to the virtual festival, which sounds like ass backwards.
What's that
like
mean,
they'll give you like screener access and stuff to all the films.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's risky, dude. That's risky.
It's risky, but also like, why would you like? This is the perfect opportunity to like allow more press to into your festival. Like, why would you close off? Like, I can understand like a physical place, like saying, listen, we cannot accommodate this many press, but. Like for the virtual thing, like you of course you can send screeners to people like that. Like, why is that a problem? And so to me, it just feels like it feels like the wrong move to make. It feels like they're gatekeeping for no reason. They're even limiting the people who have gotten press in the past who are like smaller outlets, probably won't get in this year just because of their rules and everything and the way they're doing it. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to get TIFF access this year. We just applied.
Because you've been like the past two years, right? Like, maybe a good shot, maybe.
I mean, maybe. The thing was like the first year we applied, they were like, we can't give you a full press pass, but we can give you press vouchers. The second year, and then they were like, but if you apply next year, you'll probably get a press pass. And I was like, okay, cool. The next year, we forgot to apply on time. And so we applied late and we're like, hey, listen, we forgot to do this, blah, blah, blah. And we spoke to the guy and the guy was like, all right, we can't give you a full press pass. But we can give you the press vouchers again. That's not an issue. And so that worked out. But this year, I wonder if because we haven't had a full-on press pass, if it's going to affect, whether or not we get into the festival, or maybe it'll help. I have no idea. But if they're limiting the amount of like press that will be allowed to go to TIFF, I don't know. It'll be kind of weird.
That's weird. Out of the entire lineup, the two that stood out to me the most, I don't know if you've looked over, but we knew about Ammonite with Kate Winslet. I can't wait to see that movie. Supposedly there are some people who already watched and they said like Kate Winslet is like, this is her best performance of all time. So that's really exciting.
Yeah. And
then the other one, dude, that shocked me that I cannot wait for is Good Joe Bell. Have you heard of that one?
Is that the Idris Elba one?
No, someone with Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, right. Okay.
Where he goes on that long march because it's like to raise awareness for bullying because his son commits suicide. Like, dude, maybe that could be a big, kind of.
I mean, it could be. Yeah. I mean,
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it, there's not really a whole lot of competition right now. So, I mean, Mark Wahlberg, if he gives as good of a performance as what the premise of that movie is promising, then
it's not like A Beautiful Boy, where it's like so good, but it just. Nobody nominates anyone for anything.
That pissed me off, man. How did that film not get anything?
God, so good, dude.
It's mind-blowing. That movie actually broke me. That movie is
so good, dude.
It's not even fair. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Harold the Shy Crow. Griff, I just checked Rotten Tomatoes and it said you are certified. Awesome. Well, okay, answer me this. Was it like actually me, like under FilmSpeak, like I am a certified like person where like it doesn't matter where I post reviews, like, I'm certified, or is it just under the playlist? Because I do have written reviews over on other outlets. And if I write a review for the playlist or write a review for another outlet, it does get uploaded to Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, let me know which one it is on that, because if it is, like, if I am actually like a certified critic on there, that's fucking incredible.
It's awesome, dude.
I might break down and cry right now.
Yeah. Breaking news.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I just thought about? You know, a movie where everyone is awful. For what, like, people are kind of talking about this question still in the chat, and it got me thinking. Uncut Gems. Everyone is a horrible
They are,
person.
but I love everyone. The problem is I love everyone.
Yeah.
They are all awful people. Like, everyone's just really bad.
Yeah, like Zach Marsh is saying, I mean, most of the characters in every Safdie Brothers film kind of suck. Yeah, that's true. Even in Good Time, Robert Pattinson is a freaking scumbag in Good Time. He's so uncomfortable. That scene where he breaks into the house and is just like chilling with the high school girl or the young girl. Like, that is one of the most just uncomfortable scenes I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
I remember watching and being like, you know, I was like, this is 2017. Like, can they do this? You know, it's
like, this is bad. Yeah. Bad. Yeah. And then another person said, Gone Girl, Pearson Orr. I've seen a few Hateful Eights in there. Yeah. Let's see. Zach Marsh said, Don't Breathe. Everyone in Don't Breathe sucks. That's true. Everyone does suck in Don't Breathe. Tyler Van asking, Tyler, tell us what you thought about The Tax Collector. So we're going to wait and do a proper review of The Tax Collector on Tuesday during the live show. So tune in there and we'll talk about it there. So let's see. There was a good one here from Shift. Okay. Shift YSL asking, on the topic of movies we just discovered, other than Lahane, I discovered the movie Election, one of the best movies ever made. Reminds me of American Beauty, but I like Election even more. Have you seen that movie? I know Colin Williams, who might be in the chat right now, is like a massive fan of that film. But
I know Alexander Payne did, and I have seen Election, but I remember it just being kind of a, man, I need to rewatch it because I know people probably get mad at me for saying this, but I remember it being kind of like just a regular kind of okay comedy. But I need to rewatch it. Yeah. It's been a long time because a lot of people love that movie, dude.
Yeah, no, I think only recently I've really been sort of like, I've seen a lot of people like sort of like bring it up and talk about it, and I'm like, I don't even know what the film is, you know. So yeah, I don't know. It's one that I need to watch. I've heard the comparisons to American Beauty, so and that's one of my favorite movies of all time. So yeah, we'll see about that. Let's see. Nerdy in many ways. How's it going, Griffin? Thanks. It's going pretty well, dude. Great to see you in here. Thanks for joining, Dawson. I love the streams you've been doing over on your channel. So keep up the good work, sir. Let's see. Zach Marsh, like all the other movie delays are the fault of coronavirus. No Time to Die is the fault of Eon. I don't know if I agree with that, only because like, I mean, yeah, they kind of like, it took a while to get this film made. It took 5 years. It's actually kind of ridiculous. But I think the problem was that Craig was working on a bunch of other projects. And so he was kind of like, he wasn't able to go and do like another Bond film because he was doing, you know, whatever the hell he was doing. But I agree. They did sort of like, they took too much time to just pump this movie out. And so now they decided to release it in 2020. And then of course COVID happened and all that stuff. And so it just kind of like, it was just like one bad thing after another sort of happening. And then now we're at where we're at right now. But I do think they were smart in moving that film early. They got ahead of the curve there in terms of film delays. Let's see. Okay. Eddie S, best performance by a rapper, strong contender, LL Cool J and Deep Blue Sea. You Ate My Bird. Do you remember that?
Dude, I remember that. Yeah, dude, I do remember that. I tell you, LL Cool J man steals that entire movie, dude. He's so good.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It makes LL Cool J does make a strong contender there. I don't know, maybe something with Ice Cube in it, right? Like it'd have to be like Friday or something like that.
You know what? I like. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Eminem and 8 Mile.
Oh yeah, it's good. I like, man, I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't know if it holds up, but I like Ice Cube and Are We There Yet? I like that. I like that movie as a kid. It's probably awful.
Yeah.
Best performance by a rapper, dude. There's got to be. I mean, I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think best.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. As someone said, Art Wishwood said, Eddie Busta Rhymes in Halloween Resurrection. That one's bad.
Geez,
That's so bad. It's a bad movie.
Well, that's a bad movie, dude.
Yeah.
Halloween, like, I know there's fans of the entire series, but like, that's a weird series, man. I watched the whole thing through like one October. Man, what a weird series.
It is, because it's like the first one is so good and it's like genre defining. Second one,
I know.
It's okay. It's not awful. The third one's like just an anthology film, which is weird, just a one-off. I mean, I know that's sort of like what John Carpenter originally wanted to do with Halloween, but if they tried it and it didn't work out. Halloween 4, 5 are just not good, and then it just progressively gets worse. And then they were siblings, and it's just like, well, I don't know what's going on here.
I know.
Yeah, it's not good. There's a comment here that'll push your buttons a little bit. 402, I hate Top Gun. I have zero interest.
Well, you know what? To be honest, I haven't seen the original Top Gun in a long time.
Top Gun is so good. It's great. It's a staple of the 80s.
I know it's. Well, yeah, I was gonna say it's not bad. I don't think it's Tom Cruise's best movie, but I remember really enjoying it when I watched it. I mean, it's a classic. Like, there's a reason people talk about it all the time. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, let's talk about that. What would you say is Tom Cruise's best movie?
Best movie? I mean, Fallout. I think that's his best. It's the best action movie of all time, I think. But like, if we're talking like, other than that, man, I'd probably have to go. I'm thinking like dramatic movies. I love Magnolia. I probably have to go Eyes Wide Shut.
What about Eyes Wide Shut? There you go.
I know. Poster right there.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would be Magnolia. I think that's kind of.
Magnolia's probably number 3, probably. I mean, I love his action movie. Yeah, I love Magnolia.
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's the thing. Do you separate performance and movie? Because if we're just talking performance, I legitimately might go with Les Grossman. Like, that actually might be his.
No, yeah, it's fair. No, I would put that. I put Les Grossman in the top 5 for sure. But like movie, I mean, Fallout's definitely number 1 for sure, and I feel like Eyes Wide Shut is number 2. But 3.
You also really like American Made.
I know. Dude, I forgot about that movie. Holy crap. That actually might be number 3. I love American Made.
People slept on that one. That was really, really, and we got to see Tom Cruise going back to like a more dramatic role. It was like, oh man, I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I remember I watched it. I was like, when it was over, I was like, there was nothing wrong with it. Like, that was a really, really great movie.
Doug Liman. Yeah,
I forgot about that one.
What was the other one? Edge of Tomorrow. That one was also
Edge
really
Tomorrow,
good too.
Edge of Tomorrow's great. I'm trying to think. Do you know what movie I've been thinking about a lot? I like Fallout, like I said, it's number 1, but MI3.
MI3 is phenomenal.
Great movie. Yeah. There are so many scenes I've been thinking they stick with me, dude. Like, that is a great action movie. Yeah, like, it'd probably be my top 10 action movies of all time. I'm not even kidding. Like, that is a great, great movie.
Well, before yeah, I agree with you. Leading up to Fallout, that was like the thing. I was like, MI3 is the best. Like, it's so good. Like, listen, you can you can take Ghost Protocol, you can take Rogue Nation. Those are all fun. They're great. It was a nice way to sort of revamp the franchise. But man, MI3 is like, you could have ended the series there, and it would have been a great ending. And also, like, it just, like, JJ just completely.
I told you, I think it's his best movie. I think it's his best movie, dude. Even over Star Trek, Star Wars, like, that is a great movie.
It might be his best directed film. I don't know. It's tough to say because Star Trek is a really well directed movie.
I love Star Trek. Yeah.
I would probably say that's in contention for the best, but there's something about MI3 that is like so tight. It's like him coming off of Alias into like MI3. So he's like doing like a similar thing, and the movie's got like, it's just so well paced. That incredible Philip Seymour Hoffman performance, like, dude,
I know, man. It's just like when one action scene's over, you're like, okay, we gotta breathe. It's like, nope, on to the next one. You know, it's just like nonstop. You're like, holy crap! Like, and it's just getting better and better. You know, it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, the scene where remember the scene where he jumps off of the building and he's attached to the wire.
Yeah.
And he like,
yes.
Like,
it's so good. Oh, it's so
like,
good. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. let's see in here. Actually, 402. Going back to the rapper question, Most Def in Be Kind Rewind is best rapper. That's actually a really good choice that I did not think of. I completely forgot about Be Kind Rewind.
Yeah, it's a great choice. I don't really like that movie, but he's really good in that movie.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I think I liked the characters more than I liked the actual film.
The
film
concept was cool too.
Yeah, the film really underwhelmed me though. I got to be honest. Like it was.
It did, yeah, me too. Yeah. Especially, I think Michelle Gondry did it, right?
Yeah,
who did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless. It was like, ooh.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, it's not as good. Octagon Proplex, Will Smith and Ali. I guess that's true. Yeah, because I always forget about Will Smith. Yeah.
I need to rewatch Ali. A couple of our friends have rewatched it recently because it's on Netflix, and they speak very highly of it. I just remember it being like really long.
Yeah, I don't remember. Let's see. Eddie S., are you into Criterions? Which is your favorite release? Yes, we are into Criterions. We are. My favorite release, I don't know. I really liked the Great Escape one personally, but I'm also really partial to that film. So
yeah, there's so many. I love all David Lynch stuff. I would say the best Criterion I've seen this year is a movie called Harakiri. It's a Japanese movie. It's amazing, like 10 out of 10 masterpiece. But yeah, Criterion's got a lot of good stuff. They updated their list of movies that they added, I guess today for the new month. And there's one called Gallipoli that was directed by Peter Weir with Mel Gibson that I've always wanted to watch. So
what the heck?
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. Well, they just had the release for Roma, for Portrait of a Lady on Fire, couple of other ones. I know. Did you see the Criterion case?
That's great. The case, it's awesome.
Parasite. Yeah, that one's gonna be really good. Did you pick up any on the Criterion sale? You probably didn't, did you?
No, I don't buy. I actually don't really buy Blu-rays anymore, just because I don't have any room, sadly. But I watch them on the Criterion channel.
Yeah,
they do come out.
I think I picked up The Great Escape, Cat People, Lahane, and I think that might be it. But I previously owned The Game, Foreign Correspondent, Pan's Labyrinth, a few others. But yeah, I don't know. The
only ones I owned were Race to Mulholland Drive, The Game, Punch Drunk Love.
Oh, I own Punch Drunk Love too. Yeah, that Criterion.
And I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Criterion movies. I like them.
I do too. There was another Criterion question here that I want to get to, but Tyler Vance saying Tom Cruise's cameo in Goldmember is amazing.
Oh,
the beginning of Goldmember is so good. Oh, so funny.
Rewatch. Dude, Jay Roach. I recently rewatched Dinner for Schmucks. Have you seen that?
It's not good. I saw your review and I was
funny movie, dude. I like
think it was funny.
Laughed. I thought it was so funny, dude.
My girlfriend and I tried to rewatch that like a couple of weeks ago, and we couldn't finish it. We were like, this is just uncomfortable. Like, this is just weird.
Oh man, no, I thought Steve Carell was so funny in that movie, dude.
I don't know. It was.
I love
Jay.
I love Jay, man.
I don't hate him.
Meet the Parents too, dude.
Yeah, that's a good movie. Wait, so you like Bombshell then?
I forgot. No, I don't like Bombshell at all. I forgot. I forgot he did that. Yeah. I actually don't really like. He also did Trumbo, which was okay. I don't really think his dramatic movies are that good. I think he shines as a comedic director.
I agree. He tries to do a little bit of the Adam McKay thing, and I don't think it works for him.
Yeah. No. I agree. I prefer his comedies, and like Austin Powers, of course. Like all three are just great.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Oh, Zach Marsh saying Born on the 4th of July is easily Tom's best performance over Magnolia, only because he's the entire film.
I need to rewatch that. Oliver Stone, I don't know if you knew this. I just found out he wrote a memoir, dude. I ordered it immediately. I had no idea.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
I love Oliver Stone, so I plan on reading that really soon. And I love him as a filmmaker. I think he's great. Interesting. Yeah.
What's your favorite film by him?
I'd really have to think about it. It's either Born on the 4th of July or JFK. JFK is phenomenal, dude.
Yeah,
that's one of the fastest 3-hour movies of all time. I love that movie so much. It's so good. What about you?
For Oliver Stone, sure as hell wasn't Snowden. I'll tell you that much.
I didn't mind Snowden too much. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
He made like a 12-part documentary on like the founding of America. It's on Netflix. I just found this out the other day. I'm gonna watch it, dude. I can't wait.
Yeah, I think
what were you saying?
For Stone, I mean, I feel like
Platoon?
I have to go Platoon. I mean, that's just like a unbelievable movie. Wait, did he do the American President? No, he didn't do that.
He did W. I haven't seen that.
He did W. Yeah, W is actually no
First
one talks.
good.
That film, good. Yeah, it just sort of like came and went. Like no one ever. No one. I mean, people talked about it when it first came out, but like now it's like, yeah, I don't know. Natural Born Killers is good.
I feel like I'm missing one.
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, he did direct it. That's right. Yeah. And then like, I knew he did a few other ones in the '80s. I think that like he directed. I just can't think of what they are.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't had a good movie in some time. Like
Wall
Savages
Street.
wasn't good.
Wall Street.
Yeah, Wall Street was. Yeah.
Wall Street's good.
Did you see World Trade Center?
I like the sequel more. Oh, I do. I like that movie. I think it's pretty good. I mean, United '93 is the better one,
that's
United
'93. Yeah, I don't know. To me, World Trade Center didn't quite hit the mark, but like United '93 is actually like, oh my god, that is.
That's one I don't like. I don't like to watch it just because it's like.
It's so
the
sad.
outcome, it's just
oh god, but like the way that Paul Greengrass filmed that movie,
it's so good, man.
Honestly, I think United '93 maybe should have won Best Picture. Was it?
I can't remember.
Was that 2006?
It was 05. It came out in 05.
Okay,
I think
then
maybe it was 06. I can't remember.
No, it was 06. Never mind.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What was it nominated against?
The Departed.
Oh no! Yeah, I gotta. This part should have won. I gotta go. Yeah. No.
I know. I was like thinking. I was like, oh wait, no, this should have won. But I was like, okay, yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah. Second place for sure. Second place for sure.
Well, yeah, 100%. Well, a lot of people do still think that it should have won. I don't know, dude. There's something about like Paul Greengrass in the early 2000s that just like the guy was on like the Bourne films, United '93.
I kind of like Green Zone. I kind of dug it.
No, I didn't hate Green Zone either. It was a fine film. I mean, definitely like his weakest.
I think
Captain Phillips is so good.
I like the Bourne Supremacy too much. I can't do it. But Captain Phillips is probably my second favorite Paul Greengrass movie.
Yeah,
even over Ultimatum.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I think Ultimatum might actually be my least favorite.
It's my least favorite. Yeah, out of the
trilogy.
Three.
Yeah.
I love Supremacy, dude. And Identity's great.
Yeah. Supremacy, Identity, Ultimatum, Jason Bourne, and then the Renner one. But
yeah, I agree. That's my ranking too.
Yeah, like, dude, there's something about Supremacy where it's like, even if you haven't seen the first one, you just jump right into Supremacy. I mean,
that's
like, granted,
the first one I saw of the entire trilogy, dude.
I think it was the first one I saw too, just because like
that was amazing. Like 8-year-old Tyler was like, oh my god, like this was awesome.
Well, the weird thing was, it was like I was watching it, I'm like, I'm missing this first part of the story. I'm really confused, but I'm loving what I'm seeing. The car chase in that film is fucking phenomenal. The sniper, the scene where it's like he's going up to the rooftop and the sniper god, it's so good.
Oh man, I gotta rewatch the trilogy, dude.
That's the one with Carl Urban? Carl Urban's the assassin in that one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because Clive Owen's the guy in the first one. And Carl Urban's in the second one. And then the third one has... I don't know if the third one has. There was that guy in... God, was it like Morocco or something like that? When he's... The bike chase, and then it goes into the... and
then Jason Bourne. I need to rewatch Jason Bourne. I know I don't love it as much as the other three, but I only saw the movie once.
Same.
I remember being I liked it, but I was like, oh, it wasn't as good as like the three, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
But that Vegas scene was pretty sweet, dude. This is sweet.
The Vegas chase scene. Oh god, it's really good. And actually, that final fight in like the tunnel or wherever, where it's like I forget who he's fighting, but like the other assassin guy, that was actually pretty good.
My biggest gripe with that whole thing. I'm about to spoil it. Killing Julia Stiles. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, that was bad. That was really
so bad.
That's
one of the worst choices I've ever seen in any movie. Like, she was one of the best parts, dude. Nikki, loved her, man.
Yeah, no, I loved her too. Well, and it was sort of like repeating the same thing in the Bourne Supremacy all over again. Yeah. I was like, why did we do that? Yeah, they probably shouldn't have done a fourth one. I understand why they wanted to. I don't know. There's something like, maybe it's just growing up in that time period, but there's something like so just magnetic about the way those films are shot and like what they sort of how they were.
You took the words out of my mouth, man. Like it's just something they're never going to be able to replicate, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It completely transformed like, spy films and the espionage genre and stuff like that, action movies and stuff like that, to the point where like, James Bond, which was, arguably the superior franchise, and had been around longer, they sort of had to take a look in the mirror and go, yeah, we can't have another Die Another Day. We need to, we need to kind of like adapt and move forward here. But, yeah, man. Oh God. I think I might go, I might have to rewatch those films. I love the Bourne movies. And the thing is that like everyone always talks about the action in them. And the action's great, but it is such a riveting character drama. Like that to me is where it's at its best. I mean, you're talking about supremacy. The part at the end where he goes and he confronts the daughter of the parents that he murdered.
Oh, I know,
my
dude.
God, that is like, it's so good. It is so.
Bourne is like brutal, man. It's just like I don't want to fight him at all. I'm gonna lose. Yeah.
And
it's gonna hurt when I die.
No, I know. Well, I actually got to ask you, what would you say is the best out of the three spy franchises? MI, James Bond, and Jason Bourne.
Well, I mean, I go MI, but of course, but then after that, I'd probably go. It's tough, dude. Gun to my head right now, I'd say Jason Bourne.
That's fair.
Yeah, Craig is so good, dude. As Bond, it's tough. I don't know.
Yeah.
If Bourne wouldn't have had that, a couple of those stinkers, and for sure. But I don't know. I could probably go Bourne.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I love all three.
Yeah, no.
What would you do?
I mean, Bond, Bourne, and then MI. I just don't think. I mean, like MI has had like, they've had solid movies, but like ever since until Fallout, I haven't really had like the desire to go back and rewatch them like I do the other franchises. So I don't know. Let's see. Shift YSL Spike Lee autographed my Criterion copy of Do the Right Thing, so it's automatically my favorite. Dude, that is like a treasure.
A lot of money now.
That's awesome, dude. It's so cool.
It's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, wow. That hell yeah. Got a lot of people chiming in on the chat here on this one. Tyler Van, worst DiCaprio performance.
I don't think he's ever been bad, but movie wise, I don't know. I can't really think of a bad.
I would probably say what was that the Danny Boyle film, The Beach, or something like that? I was
going to say The Beach, but I kind of like it. I don't think it's that.
I don't think he's bad. Yeah, I don't think he's. I mean, let's be real. I don't think he's ever really bad.
No.
I would probably go The Beach. That's not a great film.
I'm looking at his.
A lot of people are saying Gatsby, and I'm like really confused by that because I actually think he's fantastic in that. He's so good. Yeah.
I know there was that one movie. I haven't seen it, but man, like probably the most random one is Body of Lies. Did you ever see that one?
I don't remember. It's
the one with Russell Crowe and Ridley Scott directed it.
Was it Ridley or Tony?
Ridley. I've seen it once. Okay. Again, he's not bad in it, but it's probably like the most forgettable. Such a generic.
I think that's the thing. Is like I remember the poster and stuff for that movie. And
J. Edgar also was another. J. Edgar's really that's a really boring movie.
Yeah,
that's probably his worst one.
Worst movie. I don't know about performance. I mean, like he was good even with the horrible prosthetics.
He's never given like a bad.
Did you like Romeo and Juliet? Because that's the other one that I might.
I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't really speak on it. I haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah.
Great dude.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. There was one here. Guys, we'll take a couple more questions, so start sending them in. Your final questions here. Let's see. Amy's in here for the movie checklist. Hey, Amy, how's it going? Glad to see you joining. Have you seen the Criterion packaging for Princess Bride? So beautiful. Yeah, the Princess Bride Criterion actually might be the best looking one, if I'm being honest. Like that, it's almost like a book. Yeah, it's
I think
a
I've seen
package
it before,
but
I
books.
trust,
Oh, it's so good.
I trust.
Did you get the mids? You didn't get it, but you saw the Midsommar.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool.
The Princess Bride Criterion is similar to that. So
cool. I didn't even know it was on Criterion.
What, the Princess Bride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is cool.
It is. All right, let's see. A couple more questions here. Shift YSL. Kelvin Harrison Jr. is in talks for Euphoria season 2. Would he have a chance at the Emmys? He's my favorite actor. I love Kelvin, and he's someone that we all need to keep an eye out on. You know, between Loose and Waves last year, I mean, he probably should have had an Oscar nomination under his belt. But yeah, I mean, you know, listen, if Euphoria season 2 is as good as season 1, I mean, hopefully the Television Academy kind of wakes up and decides to nominate them. I'm just really excited to see him in that show. Truthfully, I think he'll flourish there.
Do we know, has Euphoria season 2 been shot? Like, is it done or no?
I don't think so. I think they were going into production while this whole thing happened. I don't remember though. You might need to look that up.
It sucks. I'm scared we're gonna get to a point where there's just not really anything. You know what I mean? Like, because they're putting all this stuff out right now, but then there's just gonna be a period of like 3 to 4 months where there's really just nothing new. You know? It's like, oh.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Oh, you know what? There was a super chat here that I think I missed. Let me try and go up there and grab it. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, Marshall Boy with the super chat 99. Sorry, man. Totally forgot about this. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Tyler, thanks for being that guy. I seeked out the body horror movie and I'm shooked. Can't wait for it to come out so you and Griffin can talk about it with spoilers. I assume you're talking about Possessor, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he went. He found it. Okay, gotcha. You're welcome, Marshall.
There you go.
That's a great movie. I can't wait for that to come out too, so I can buy it.
Yeah, that's true. I do want to buy it. I also would love to talk about it in spoilers and all of that spoilers.
That's a great movie. One of the best of the year.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, guys, start sending in your final questions here. Let's see. Everyone's blasting me for Romeo and Juliet. I don't think it's bad. I was just like saying, like, I was like,
yeah, I didn't think you said anything negative about it.
I actually quite enjoyed it.
Like,
I was like, maybe. I mean, first of all, let's just.
He's not bad.
Let's clear the air. DiCaprio has never had a bad performance. Like, it just flat out ever. But if I had to choose one, I mean, I don't know, some of his weaker ones, I'd probably go. I mean, I would go The Beach, but like Romeo and Juliet is just like another one. I was like, oh, maybe that. I do love that movie though. It's great. Actually, Octagon Proplex. Worst DiCaprio is The Man in the Iron Mask.
No, I like that. I'm sorry. I like that movie. I'm sorry. I like that movie.
Yeah.
I was afraid someone was going to say that. I like that movie.
I don't remember that one. Is that the net? Is that let me see.
It came out in 90. It came out like 98. I love Alexander Dumas, who did The Count of Monte Cristo. He wrote that. He wrote The Man in the Iron Mask. I love those adaptations, bro.
Yeah.
Man
Okay.
with the Iron Mask is good. It's a little cheesy, but it's good.
Yeah. Okay. I see why that might be considered the worst.
I'm sorry, Octagon. I love it. I'm sorry. Even like, I don't know if you watched The Last Dance with, the Michael Jordan documentary.
I just started it last night. Okay,
well, it's really good. And when you get to like, I think the final episode, Leo pops up.
Why?
And like, he's at one of the games. He's at the championship game because he's Leo. And Titanic had just come out, so of course he's there. And he goes backstage to meet Michael Jordan. And the first thing Michael Jordan does is make like a Man in the Iron Mask reference. He's like, all for one and one for all. I was like,
yeah.
Sweet.
That's funny. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, guys, we'll take probably like 2 more, so make them good.
Hey, Zoran, I have a question for you. What's your favorite Tim Burton movie?
Me?
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd, I think.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Sweeney Todd. No, yeah, Sweeney Todd. I'll tell you what though, I recently rewatched Batman Returns and like have a whole new appreciation for that film. It's so good.
Oh, it's amazing, dude.
It's incredible. Harold the Scarecrow, I love you and Sean's podcast. You make things even better. Thank you so much, man. Then he also says, will you ever have Sean on one of these? I actually have. had Sean on one of these. He'll probably be back. He's working on a couple of other things. So, but yeah. Tyler Van, did you know DeVito was nominated for a Razzie as the Penguin? I did not, but that doesn't surprise me because people didn't really get that.
So
movie
gross in that
when
movie.
It came out. Oh, it's so. I mean, it was one of the reasons why I kind of struggled with. It was one of the reasons. I had many reasons, but like DeVito as the Penguin was kind of like, oh man, that's really off-putting. But
yeah,
I mean, purposely so. So yeah. 402 saying Ed Wood is number one for them. So
I didn't watch that. For me, it's
Ed
Beetlejuice.
Wood.
I love Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice is really good. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to end on this one, or do you want to go with? You want to wait until we get a really good one in here?
Oh, we can wait. We can wait for a really good one.
Because I have one here, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, Tyler Van, worst Hanks performance, Da Vinci Code for me. I do not think he's bad in the Da Vinci Code, but I will say he is bad in Inferno. And he's and it's not really his fault. Like, he's doing the best he can. Inferno is just a god awful movie. Like, it is
so bad.
Listen, I will defend the first two Da Vinci Code films. I actually think they're fun and enjoyable, and I love Angels and Demons. But man, Inferno is just straight trash. It is god awful.
It's not good. Not good. I'd probably go Inferno as well.
Yeah. If you had to take that out of the equation, though, because I think that's the easiest.
It'd probably be... I haven't seen The Circle. I've heard that's pretty bad. But, like, I guess movie...
Oh, God, The Circle. Yeah.
He's not... Again, Hanks is a guy who's really not ever bad, but I did not like A Hologram for the King. I thought that was a really boring movie.
I didn't even remember that
weird,
film. That's right.
Movie.
He was... Yeah, that was a bizarre film that just sort of, like, came and went.
Yeah. Not a fan of those.
Yeah. Did you like Saving Mr. Banks?
Yeah, I actually did. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was okay.
I didn't love it. But I mean, it was better than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, for sure. I think you might be right on the Hologram for a King. That was not.
It's a weird movie.
It was just like really boring. This is a grandma movie. Like, that's the definition of a grandma movie. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. ODIM. Tyler Van Fun. I nearly fell asleep in those movies. Like, look, I get Da Vinci Code. Yeah, I get, because it's like the extended version is just like way too long. I don't know, man. Angels and Demons though. Angels and Demons freaking moves, man. It's like, it's good. It's good. Gosh. Okay. Let's see.
There's good. You see the Sakari? What his question? That's pretty.
Yeah, we'll end on this one. Okay. Hey Griffin, what are the 3 best Spielberg films? Tough. I know you have a list, so
I have a list, but it's a weird list.
Yeah. What are the 3 best?
All right. So number 1, Catch Me If You Can.
Okay.
Number 2 is War of the Worlds. And then number 3,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, number 3, this is where it gets really hard.
This is where it gets controversial.
Ooh, it's tough.
He's lost it.
I would go, I don't know which one to pick. I'd probably go, either, I'd probably go Hook.
You would go Hook. Yeah, there it is.
Like I'm sorry. It was either Hook or AI. I love AI, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I love all of his movies. AI is fantastic. But yeah, Catch Me If You Can, War of the Worlds, and Hook. I'll stick with those 3. But I love a lot of his movies. All of them.
Yeah. I think for me, it is Jaws, Raiders based on principle, but depending on the day, I think Temple of Doom can be my favorite indie film. So
yeah,
but we'll just put Raiders there for right now. So Jaws, Raiders, and man, maybe Minority Report. I might do Minority Report.
Minority's so good.
It is really good. So good. I'd love to put War of the Worlds in there, but I just I don't know. I think
make your top 10 probably, right?
100%. No, 100%. It's I love that film.
It's so good, man.
Yeah, I know. And look, I love Jurassic Park. I love
me too. Yeah, I mean, you like Catch Me If You Can, right?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. I mean, even like
I love The Terminal. I love The Terminal. That would be in my top 10. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I love The Terminal.
Yeah,
I think that's a great movie.
That's a forgettable movie.
Dude, you gotta rewatch it, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
E.T.
E.T.'s good. What's the other one?
I think I'm missing one. Ready Player One. That's my favorite
shit.
Spielberg of the 2010s.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I was gonna say Close Encounters. I love Close Encounters. Honestly, I might put that over Minority Report.
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan is good too. Yeah, I mean, now we're talking about like top 10 stuff, but like top 3, Jaws and Raiders are pretty much solidified. But then I don't know, those two kind of flip. But then, yeah, either Minority Report or Close Encounters. Oh man, it's tough. It's tough. But
yeah, this. I think his run of the 2000s is like his best. I think
it's his most interesting and his darkest period, I would say.
Yeah,
like it is.
Everything is so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So asking, well, I guess we'll do this one last. Carly, the worst 3. I mean, I think you have to go 1943. That really bizarre comedy that he did.
I think it's only one of his movies I've not seen, so I would definitely say that one.
I'd probably do that. The BFG.
I didn't hate it. What are some he did? The problem is, like, even his old, like, The Post, like, I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. So I'd probably put The Post at the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Even though I like it. And probably Lincoln, I guess. Or no.
Oh, no.
Not Lincoln. You're going to hate me, probably. Adventures of Tintin, I just cannot get into it. I don't get the hype.
Come on. Tintin is so good.
I love Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, so you can't say.
I don't see, but like even like as a bad Indiana Jones movie, I don't think it's one of his worst films. Like,
no, I like it.
Yeah,
someone said Always. I've never seen that, but I've heard it's pretty bad.
I haven't either. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Yeah, I'd probably go 1943. I mean, some people are saying Duel just because it's like his first movie. It's a good movie, but it's like it's a made for TV film. So like
it is, but it's still really good.
Yeah, it's still good. I don't know. I don't really like Hook, so it's like I might put it as one of his worst, and then also.
What about Empire of the Sun? Have you seen that one?
Yeah, that's a really good movie.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not, again, not one of his best, but like it's a solid film.
And Amistad or whatever, that one was pretty boring. It's a pretty boring movie.
He didn't do Amistad.
Yeah, he directed it.
No, what?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he directed it. Yeah, with Matthew McConaughey.
No way. Hold on.
Look it up, man.
Hold up. Why do I not think?
Because it's so boring.
He did not do Amistad.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he
Why am I
totally
blanking?
Did. Super boring.
Hold up. What? No way. Wait, when did that come out?
Like the 90s, I think, or maybe late 80s. I can't remember. Forgettable, dude.
He did do Amistad. What the fuck? Why am I blanking on that? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Why did I had a brain fart there? That's funny. Yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. There's the show. Thank you all for joining in, for sending in all your questions. And for those of you who donated super chats, we really, really appreciate it. If you are interested in contributing to FilmSpeak further, definitely head on over to our Patreon and see, check out all the tiers we have over there, and whatnot. We got a lot of great stuff for you all. Should be some exclusives coming there soon. So, if you're interested, Patreon is definitely available. Thank you to my guest, Mr. Tyler Tompkins, for joining me on this Saturday live Q&A. I gotta say, man, this is one of the more fun ones I think we've had in a while. It's
always
nice.
Fun, dude. I always have a blast doing this. Is always fun. Oh, we forgot, dude. The Lost World, Jurassic Park, The Lost World. That's probably.
I love it.
No, I don't really like it too much. It's all right.
It's
compared to the first. It's just like I don't know.
It's the third best Jurassic Park movie.
I like the ending of The Lost World.
Yeah.
Good. But it's always fun, dude. These are always fun. A lot of great questions, always. And they go by quick.
Yeah.
So
I know. We literally were chatting here for the length of a feature length movie. So
I know. Yeah.
Where can everyone find you?
I can find me on social media, Twitter and Instagram, and Letterboxd, where I log everything I watch. Maybe I'll watch Palm Springs next week. So
Yeah,
maybe I'll
sorry,
watch it, so be on the lookout for it.
check it out. I think I need to go back and rewatch the Bourne movies, if I'm being honest.
I'm thinking the Bourne movies
I'm thinking
too.
the Bourne movies too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
So
for
good.
sure.
So
Yeah, definitely give Tyler a follow on all the social media platforms of his choice. So, but lastly, guys, if you haven't done so already, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the FilmSpeak channel if you're not subscribed already. I know many of you are, but if you are tuning in for the first time, thank you for joining us. We'd love to have you as part of the community here. So consider doing that. You can like FilmSpeak on Facebook, follow us on Twitter just by searching FilmSpeak, and if you like me specifically, and you like what I have to say, you can follow me on Twitter at Griff Schiller. All right, guys. Thanks for another great Saturday Q&A, and we will catch you back here on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time for another episode of Film Forum. So until then, take care.